Today I'm showing you how I cook almost exclusively with a one-burner butane stove. Obviously, what you cook, how you cook, and what you choose to cook on are very personal choices. For van life, there are so many options out there. The choice that you make for that will largely depend on the space that you have inside of your rig. It'll also depend what you prefer to cook on. Some people like to cook on electric surfaces. Some people like to cook over flames, whether that's with coals or wood on a fire, or whether you use gas like propane or butane to make your flame. There are all types and all sizes out there. You can use a tiny little jet boil stove, or you can choose a convection or electric burner situation, depending on your electric. And they even have tiny ovens that are the perfect fit for a tiny space. So really, you just have to ask yourself what priority cooking is for you, and then what type of setup you have and the space availability for the type of stove that you're going to have. So today I'm sharing why a small butane stove has been a good fit for me. These stoves are incredibly compact, easy to use, and very efficient. Depending on your space, you can choose a 1 or 2 burner portable stove. They really don't take up a lot of space. I store mine down here, and I've been using it for over 4 years, and it's really been a game changer for me. It's fun to cook outside over a campfire on a grill, but for everyday convenience, you're probably going to want something that you can use inside, even if that's just occasionally for you. But for me, I am not always in a place where I can be outside to cook, and I need to cook. So that is very important to me. You'll always want to ventilate well when you're using butane or propane inside. I do that by cracking open a window or opening a door, or even just cracking it open a little bit when I'm cooking. I also have a fire extinguisher nearby. This is just a spray, and it's right here next to the kitchen. I also have a fire blanket, which is right within reach, easy to get to. All you have to do is pull on these straps, and the blanket falls down very conveniently to use. I've found that I can get by doing everything I need to do with this small skillet, this pot, and a kettle. You're also going to want to consider, again, the space that you have and where you're going to store it. These days they have all sorts of pots and pans that nest into each other and have the same handle. There's square ones, there's rectangular ones, there's oval ones, there's round ones. So really look around and consider the space that you have to store it in, because that's going to make the difference between what you can and cannot use in your space. The skillet I use is this one. It has a removable handle, and it comes in various sizes. I think this is either the 8-inch or 10-inch, but it has been a very good choice for me and has worked for 4 years, so I have no complaints. There are 2 additions that I would consider. One is an Omnia Oven, because if you like baking, the Omnia is a system that you can store very compact, but it allows you to bake over a butane stove. The other is a Ridge Monkey. There are several different sizes of that. I think the smallest one would suit my needs fine. If I did get one, it would replace my skillet, because I really wouldn't have need for both of them, and the Ridge Monkey serves multiple purposes. Along with my skillet, pot, and kettle, I have this lovely bamboo cutting board. I like it because it's compact and has multiple uses with the drawer. And then if I am cooking on top of this and need another cutting board, I have this one that is simple and thin and can slide right under my other cutting board. I have a couple of knives, a spatula, tongs, a wooden spoon, some other utensils that I use for cooking as well. Again, there are so many choices out there. It just really depends on what you like and the aesthetic of it, or if you're worried about that. So you can find a match for whatever your space requires if you just shop around a little bit. I'll leave a link for the ones that I use in the description in case you want to use them as reference or if you like any of them. This is the surface that I have to cook and cut on. I can also extend this area that way because I have a table that just conveniently sets up whenever I need it. I also have my foldable bamboo table that fits under my bed, which I can use outside to set my stove on, or when there isn't a table and I want to cook or eat outside. When you're cooking outside, it's good to have one of these windshields. They're cheap, but work fairly well to protect the flame from wind. I've shown you in another video the pantry items that I keep stocked at all times. And it varies here and there depending on what's available and what I'm eating at the time. But I try to think of items that will work with a variety of dishes that I would cook for myself. So I won't go over that now. You can check out that video if you're interested in what those items are. And I know that a lot of you like to try out different recipes. So today I am going to cook a very special one. It is a easy falafel dish. So I'll show you that in a little bit here. I am going to cook some falafel today. I love falafel, so I am going to cut up some peppers and onions to go with that. So 2 bags with a 1/4 cup of water. So I will do 1 bag with 1/8 of a cup of water and see how that goes. Yeah, and it says 2 packets makes about 9 matzo balls. So I will be able to make 2 or 3 maybe with this. Yeah, perfect. All right, so this is the consistency of it. I don't know if you can see. Coconut oil, not just for the face. It needs a little bit more and it needs to get a little bit hot. So I will turn that on and let that get hot while I make the balls. So the consistency has dried out quite a bit, so that's nice. So I'll form them into little balls. Here's matzo ball number 1. Ooh, so I think it'll make 3 falafel. I call them a matzo ball because I also make matzo balls. But here's a falafel number 2. And falafel number 3. Move that one over a little bit there. There. So we shall see how this goes. Oh. Looking so good. So good. Yeah, need to definitely Bring down the heat. Oops, wrong way. There. Oh my goodness, it's smelling so good, you guys. Especially with the coconut oil. Okay, I think I got this, you guys. Oh, I am so proud of myself. And just put these. Put a little bit in there. All right, and that will absorb a little bit of those flavors. Now I am going to use these rice, broccoli, and cauliflower. I don't have broccoli fresh or cauliflower fresh right now because I haven't gone to the grocery store in about a week and a half. So it just needs to be warmed up. Oh. Smells so delicious, you guys. I can't wait to eat it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So that is how I do it. I eat most of my cooked meals this way. I occasionally go out with friends to restaurants and cook outside because I do enjoy cooking outside. But I just wanted to show you that it is possible with a small butane stove to cook very delicious and nutritious meals wherever you are. Let me know in the comments if you have any other tips or if you have a special easy recipe that you could share with everybody. That would be awesome. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.